Hi, I'm Kelly Peterson. Today I'm cooking some chili. Chili is very considered a comfort food for American, but I didn't grow up with eating chili in Singapore, and also because chili traditionally it has a lot of beans and there is a higher carb, and some of the chef actually also thicken the chili with starch. It depends on individual chef. So I wasn't really prone to eating chili, and also because personally I didn't grow up with eating beef, and chili usually I cook with beef. So that's the reason why I've not explored chili for many years. But there was a day when I was volunteering cooking in the community kitchen, and I was told to cook a chili with a recipe, and I did. And I didn't know what chili tastes like. Actually, traditionally it should be, and I got to find people to taste it for me. I just cook it according to the recipe. So one of my friends asked me, "Why don't you eat chili?" And I said, "Well, I didn't grow up with it, and I don't really like some of the ingredient in the chili." And she said, "Well, why don't you cook a chili that would suit your taste? Not necessary to be beef, and you can cook it in a way that is low carb." And I thought, yeah, I should try. Seems like everybody loves chili. And living in America, I want to try it. So I cooked the low carb chili at home. Oh, my family loves it, and my husband loves it, and so it has become one of our favorite food at home. So today I'm going to show you how I cook my low carb chili with no beans. And what I have here in this pan, this is my French oven pot, which I really like to cook stew. So what I have in here, I heated up some bacon grease, and it's melted already. And I'm going to add in this ground pork. Ground pork works very well too if you don't eat beef, and you can also mix with half beef and half pork, or you can always use ground beef. So the bacon grease is being heated. I'm gonna add this ground pork in there and sear it. And this is about 2 pounds of ground pork I have here. So I'm gonna add everything in there because I'm cooking a little more today for my family. What you want to do is you just want to break all this meat out into the little bit of pieces and brown it in a pan. So let's do that. It may take you about 5 to 10 minutes, but the more you kind of break it apart into small pieces, the easier it will be to cook and to brown it. So let's do that for about 5 to 10 minutes. So we have the meat cooked here. You can see that it's actually all cooked up and all kind of separated. Now the next thing, what I want to do is add the spices. The spices I have here is cayenne pepper. This is what makes the chili spicy. You want to start with 1 tablespoon into the meat. I usually have about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to put another half tablespoon in here because we love it spicy. So you can start with 1 tablespoon and then add it later if you're unsure. And 1 tablespoon of basil. And I'm gonna put cumin, about half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of ground pepper, and about 1 teaspoon of salt in here. You can always add the spices as you go along later when it starts to cook together and stew it, because we're gonna have it stew for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. So you can always add on some more flavor as you prefer. So we're gonna cook this together and stir it all together. Just like this, and keep stirring. You can see that the color is kind of coming up like red, and it looks like close to a chili color now. But we have a few more ingredients to add in there, which is over here I have green bell pepper chopped up. It's 1 whole pepper. So 1 whole pepper is gonna go in the pot like this. And then I have about 1.5 cup to almost 2 cups of celery chopped up, and about 2 cups of diced tomato. We're gonna add it all in there. 1 cup of, 3/4 cups of onion. You can always adjust this ingredient as your preference. This is about 1/2 cup of carrot. I try to limit some of the root vegetable, so just to give it the color, the flavor, the texture, without having too much carb in there. So mainly the carbohydrates in this pot is the vegetable. So we're gonna stir them together. Okay, mix them all together. And the color is beautiful in here, very colorful. It smells so good as it comes up. So keep stirring, and prevent the bottom of the pot sticks together or get burned. Just keep stirring. I'm actually using about medium-high heat here, and I'll just keep stirring and mix them together. Alright, all the ingredients is in the pot now. Except now we want to add some tomato puree and some chicken stock so that we could let it slowly simmer for about 45 minutes. So what I have here is some homemade tomato puree from the tomato in my garden, and we're gonna add into this chili here. So I'm just gonna estimate 1 liter is about 1/2 cup. I'm gonna add about 1, 2, 3, 4 of a half, which is 2 cups, and 3 cups. So 2 more later to make it 3 cups. And the remainder a little bit more. Okay. And again, stir them together. So this is about 2 pounds of ground pork, and with a bunch of vegetable chopped and added in there. You can refer to my recipe below later. And then about 3.5 cups of tomato puree, and I just stir them together. And we want some moisture in the chili, so I have 1 cup of chicken broth. Homemade chicken broth makes it really good. and stir it together. It's coming up really nicely. Let me move the camera and show you how the pot looks like. You can see, right, what is in the pot right here. You can see where is the color is beautiful, it's simmering. Great. So we're gonna let it simmer for about 45 minutes, and as you go, you can always add a little more chicken broth if it starts to if the moisture starts to dry it up a little bit, because we do want to simmer for at least 45 minutes to bring up the flavor. And then you can also add spices along the way. Taste it. If you like a little more basil, if you like a little more pepper or cayenne or chili powder, feel free to just custom to your flavor preference. Alright, I'm gonna cover it a little bit here, just like this, with a little gap for the moisture to escape. And for 45 minutes, we will come back. It's about 45 minutes. And so what I have here, let's see. Looking really good and smelling good too. So if you can see, the chili is being simmered and cooked for about 45 minutes. And I did actually stir the pot like every 10-15 minutes just to make sure that there's enough liquid to go on and it didn't stick at the bottom of the pan. So just stir like this. Let me tilt the camera so you can see from the top. And this is how the chili look like. It's kind of thickened up a little bit, and there's still a good amount of moisture, and the texture is good. Let me take a little taste and see how it tastes like. I need a little spoon here. It'll be so hot. Let's put this later away. It's really good. It would be even better if I let it sit until I serve tomorrow, but I don't think they can wait. My family couldn't wait. Anyway, this is just good spice for me. It might be a little too spicy for most people, but try it with 1 tablespoon of the cayenne. This is 1.5, and this is perfect for us. Alright, try to cook a chili and let me know how you like it. And this is our family favorite now, and I usually served it with homemade psyllium bun, so you can try that too. We'll make the bun another day. See you later.